Okay, hello guys, and welcome to the MNO Podcast again. I am back, and I'm gonna under for now, and yeah, okay, I under for now. So I am joined by Breb,
Hello.
Daniel,
Hello.
and TCM.
Alright.
He's muted.
Okay.
And
I forgot to unmute
Oh,
myself.
yeah, okay, there we go. So we're back. Oh no, I accidentally activated
I forgot to
cinematic
unmute
mode.
myself.
Hold on. Okay, there we go. I think
Okay,
good now.
let's hope to God my internet doesn't go out. Okay.
So, I am still alive, despite what you might
Oh my
believe.
God. Yeah.
Because I haven't uploaded in like, or streamed in like multiple months.
A billion years, obviously.
Anyways, I'm just gonna find the document. There we go. So, as always, during any segment, you guys in the chat can always write questions. I will mostly read them after the segments, but I will try to answer all the questions, or if you have questions to the other people, then they will also answer your questions. But then I will also do a part at the end where if you have any questions left, then I will answer them there. Or the others can answer them there as well. Anyways, as always, we're going to start off by talking about MNO. So
as you can see,
we are in season
Yes.
3 now.
obviously.
Yeah.
We talked about season 3 in the last one.
And yeah, I think.
No, I don't think we did.
I mean,
We did actually.
we were on season 3 in the last one, yeah, but wait, hold on. I'm just gonna raise your volumes a bit because it became too quiet. Actually, I'm just gonna raise that to 100%. That's like 80 or something, and then that's 2.
Alright.
Okay, there we go. Now I can hear a bit better. But anyways, something I wanted to talk about when I first planned this podcast, which was like a really long time ago, was that season 3 was off to a good start.
Yeah.
And it's actually still going quite well. We've built quite a lot, and we have multiple.
It's going pretty well.
Yeah.
Agreed.
We have multiple active members as well, so it's good. And
Yes.
and in the beginning, we thought it was close to the the level of season 1, which, well, it definitely isn't close to that anymore, but it's still going very well, because season 1 was just the best, of course. So
I remember season 1, like, people would literally just be on all the time. We had nothing better to do with our lives. We were just on the server 24/7.
yeah. But yeah. Anyways, it's still very very fun. And a while I thought that the reason season 1 was so good was just because it was a new concept and stuff. But honestly, I think a big part of it was also the activity and just having fun. And yeah, we've kind of managed to achieve that with season 3. Do you guys have any thoughts on season 3, by the way?
I guess it's a pretty good season. Yeah.
Yeah. And also, hello, Daniel Educates. I haven't seen that channel here before, but welcome to the stream, I guess.
It's a rebranded channel. Used to be Daniel Flaker or Cameron Daniel.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, next up on the list of topics is that TCM here made a history video, which again was quite a while ago. Since we planned this podcast quite a while ago, but I think that's one of the best videos that you've ever made. So I think you could talk a bit about the video if you want to.
Yeah, so it was kind of an idea I had for a long time, but I just didn't know when I was actually going to do it. But eventually, I was like binging MNO videos, and I was like, this is a good time to make this video. I was going to do it like before season 3 starts, but I didn't finish it in time. But it was like, I was binging MNO videos, getting information, and it was pretty fun to script. I mean, I was kind of I was really nervous to release it because I didn't know what people would think of like the drama segments, because I really tried to like avoid it. I didn't know what that side of it would I didn't know what people would think of that side of it. But other than that, yeah, I think I'm gonna do another one on like season 3 when it's over. I'm gonna summarize everything that happened in season 3 of the server, hopefully.
And yeah, I also noticed that you skipped a lot of the drama because, well, I think that was a good idea to just skip all the drama because we all have different opinions on that stuff.
Yeah.
But overall, it's a very good video. So if you guys watching this haven't already watched it, go watch it. Also, just like. I think 45 minutes ago I released a YTP version of it if you want to watch that too.
Oh my god. That's gonna get age restricted soon.
Yeah. I did actually go like quite far with the YTP, but to be fair, it was a YTP after all. And YTPs are usually like that. And they're just like played a bit nice with the YTPs previously. Anyways, go watch the original video first because that's very, very good.
I put video bread sauce in the document.
Yeah, video bread sauce. So what do you have to say about that?
I like the bread sauce.
Okay, good. Moving on. No, but I also inserted a segment here about Blue Sheep because I just feel like I want to talk about the situation. So basically, some viewers here might remember Blue Sheep. He used to be in MNO in I think it was the end of season 1.
Oh yeah, the Seer War, of course.
Yeah.
So basically, he was underage and he was also very, very immature. So I kicked him in season 1, but then now in season 3 he came back because he wasn't underage anymore, so he was allowed to use Discord. And also, I allowed him to join since he didn't seem that immature anymore. However, I turned out to be very wrong about that because he was still very immature. He kept going on about Shrek and probably also Toilers, and he still had a like pee pee poo poo.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was just horrible. So I kicked him again, and he also spammed shit posts
From
in
the
my
moment
DMs.
he joined.
Yeah, well,
From the moment he joined, I was like, I hope this could go very wrong.
Yeah.
And yes, he did also spam my DMs with weird gifs and crap.
yeah.
Baby Carter.
Yeah, baby Kata, and yeah, just weird stuff. So I kicked him, But then he convinced his friend or maybe cousin to kind of try to. I don't know what they were really trying to do. If they were trying to harass me, or if they were trying to just spam me or something. I don't know. It was just really stupid, honestly. So they started a group chat with me, just spammed stuff at me and tried to make fun of me. But basically, I trolled them back, and eventually I managed to get Blue Sheep's friend on my side instead, so we could just troll him even more. And eventually I managed to make Blue Sheep think I had hacked his friend, and that was really funny. But I think Blue Sheep may have blocked me or something now, because he hasn't responded in like multiple days. So, yeah. So, and also, of course, he and his friend joined the MNO server and griefed it, but Breb rebuilt it. So, yeah, it's all fine now. And also, Breb has something on the MNO section, but I'm not sure if he wants to say it now, because he said something about it, that he wanted to say stuff like that later, but is Breb there? No, Breb is not there.
He's not even here right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, his Wi-Fi or something. It's
okay. Well,
yeah.
Then we'll just keep that part for the for the end of the podcast then. Also,
Alex isn't here, but his section says motivating shrubs.
Yeah, motivating
so,
shrubs.
I'm just gonna say it for him. Motivating shrubs, I guess.
Yeah, we could just go through that really quickly now. So, first of all, his section here on MNO is motivating shrubs. His section on gaming is motivating shrubs. His section on music is motivating shrubbies. His section on food is motivating shrubs. And
I like to eat shrubs. And I like to listen to Motivating Shrubby's official music video. And then Motivating Shababs is in the serious category.
Yeah.
Motivating Shababs are very, very serious.
yeah, I mean, they are actually quite deadly. The motivating shababs, they kind of like, I mean, they basically just like lure you towards them, like from a 50-block radius, and then they kill you. You know, the motivating shababs. That's what they do. No, but yeah, that's all it says. So I'm guessing he just doesn't want to participate here. Anyways, moving on to the next portion, which actually we'll skip the next one in the document for now, since Breb is not here, because he's the one who wrote stuff there. Unless you guys have something to say about MNO stories. Okay.
Yeah, I don't have anything that interesting.
Same.
Also, I can just take the time to thank all the 3 viewers for the 3 likes. Thank you very much. It's very appreciated. But anyways, moving
4
on.
likes now, apparently.
What?
4 likes.
It says 4 for me.
Oh, 4 likes. Oh, yeah, it's just a YouTube thing. Like in YouTube Studio, it says 3. Whatever. And speaking of YouTube, let's move on to the YouTube section. So, you already said that you were planning on doing an MNO Season 3 summary. Do you have anything more to say about that? Or?
It's gonna summarize Season 3. It's gonna have more clips, I guess, because, yeah, why not?
Yeah, I'm guessing it's gonna be like more detailed, since there's like less to talk about, since there's only 1 season, and yeah.
Yeah, because the other one, it was like every season, but this one there's only 1 season, so it's gonna have to be in like more detail.
Yeah, and and he also wrote that Mr. Best hit 100 million subs.
Mr. Best hit 100 million subs. Right now, he's actually at 101 million.
Oh.
He did a 100 million sub special,
Yeah.
and he gave a private island to a subscriber.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't watch that video, but I saw it in my recommended. Because I don't watch Mr. Beast that much. I do watch some of his videos, but not all of them. So sorry, Mr. Beast, I can't speak. Sorry, Mr. Beast, if you're watching this, but yeah, no.
Mr. Beast is gonna watch the MNO podcast.
You never know.
I gave $100,000 to the MNO podcast. Yeah.
Yeah. And I also have a section about historical SMP.
It might come back, but I don't have a lot of plans yet. But it's gonna have more lore, that's for sure.
All right.
So yeah.
Stay tuned for that if it is coming back. And then Daniel wrote that you might be making your own podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know when it's gonna be. I still got plans for it, but yeah, it's coming soon.
Yeah. Do you want to tell us like what the what it's like gonna be about? Like, is it gonna be a specific topic or something, or is it just gonna be a
Just-
general podcast?
Just anything
Oh,
that comes to mind. Yeah.
okay.
Ooh.
And after that, it also says plans on face reveal. Do you have any plans on face reveal?
Well, I'm still thinking of a time I could do the face reveal, and I still got plans for it. So just need to think.
All right. And speaking of face reveal, I actually have glasses now because I have done face reveals, but I got glasses back in April, I think, and I haven't shown those yet. So I might do a glasses reveal, or maybe nerd reveal. But,
Oh my god.
Nerd.
Windows and doors, like Windows and doors is behaving like he came from Mars. Like, look in the chat. Like, in the
And you
Discord.
guys got GTA.
Oh my god.
To
And you
inform
guys
the
got
viewers on what was said
GTA
here, basically we have a chat.
A Discord DM group for the MNO podcast, and Windows and Doors is in it, and he said, any of you guys got GTA 5?
Like, bruh, we're doing
And
a
you guys got
podcast right
GTA
now.
5.
Like,
So you just tell him.
also it's funny how he asks that to like a group of teenagers. Like, does he expect us to have GTA 5? Also, like, teenagers who play
A
Minecraft.
Minecraft group.
Yeah.
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 And he
we're
told me like a bunch of times to just buy GTA, like if I can just like buy the game in like a minute.
Yeah.
Like, just like that. Poof. No, it doesn't work like that. And he once said,
Maybe,
oh,
just
you
maybe.
live in a bad area, just move out. Yeah, no, it doesn't work like that.
Maybe,
Sorry.
just maybe,
I-
he's a bit
It's not-
spoiled.
It's not that
What?
easy.
Maybe, just maybe,
Yeah.
he's a bit spoiled.
Fun fact, he 100% is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he seems to like be able to just get anything he wants, and yeah. That
Yeah.
isn't really-
Whatever.
Whatever. Moving on.
Moving on.
On your section, yeah, it said you wanted to keep like some spoilers to the end. So, do you want to talk about this next section on like in the YouTube category?
Well, actually no. Let's keep the spoilers at the end of the podcast, and we could maybe also move the MNO stories onto the end because it's too late now. I guess.
Yeah. Anyways, moving on to the gaming category then. So, basically, I'm gonna start with my second thing on there, which is when I first made like the categories here, I wrote Roblox sound update, which I thought was a really bad update. They basically just removed a bunch of sounds that were copyrighted, but even like sounds that weren't copyrighted and stuff, and just became very confusing. Some games will just lose all their sounds, and that includes one game that I play quite a lot, which is Terminal Railway. So I think that lost a lot of its sounds due to that update. Now that update is basically nothing, because Roblox has made a bunch of bad updates, to be honest.
Yeah, Roblox is getting worse by the minute.
Yeah, and they quite recently announced that they will remove R6, which is like it's basically the character
Dominant
type
character type.
that defines Roblox, and they're removing that. And of course they will make replacements for it, which use R15 instead. It's
R15 is much worse.
yeah, but even if they manage to make it act like R6, that will still probably break quite a lot of games, since if you guys don't know how code in Roblox works, basically when you make tools and stuff like that, it basically connects it to a specific body part, and the body parts name different things in R6 and R15. So if you use the wrong avatar type, then it will completely break the tools. So yeah, that's bad.
Yeah.
So there's a bunch of bad updates, but luckily there are some revivals, or at least so they're called, which are basically ways to play old versions of Roblox. Now, of course, they don't have like the community that Roblox does, but still have quite a big community. And the first one is how do you pronounce that? Novitus, that thing.
Danny Novitas.
Novetus.
Novitus.
Yeah. That is like the biggest revival, I think. There's also like Finobi and stuff like that, but I think that is the biggest revival, and it has a bunch of different versions. It's fun, but basically the only way to find servers with it is through the Discord server. And then, if I remember correctly, which I'm not sure if I do, someone created, I do know that someone created like a website which hosted like different servers for that revival, and I'm not sure if that website was like what later became Blocks, or if Blocks is a completely different thing. But anyways, Blocks also exists now, which is like it is a website for servers and stuff, which I believe is based off of Novitus or Novitus or whatever, which means that it's basically the same thing, just many different versions, and anyone can upload games there, which means that they have almost 1,000 games now, which you can just play at any moment.
Oh, wow.
And it will say if there's like players active on different servers and stuff. So it's very fun. And
yeah, I should definitely try.
Yeah.
Novitus. Like it sounds fun.
And I would recommend Blocks if you want to play with other players, because like Novitus is like great for either like Roblox Studio, or playing alone, or playing like in a private server with friends. But if you want to play online with others, then I think Blocks is best, because that gives like the most authentic old Roblox experience, if you want the nostalgia, of course. Yeah, that was really what I put in that section. So moving on to TCM.
TCM and Daniel, because those two are kind of related.
Yeah.
The points, I mean.
Okay, and we can start with TCM, I guess.
Yeah.
So we both put about like chat reporting, but it seems like the people at Mojang don't really even like the chat reporting feature, but they just are like forced by Microsoft or something. Because I saw this in video that I posted on my Discord server. I don't think anyone actually watched it, but
I did watch
it
it.
seems like okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's like this animated series or something on the official Minecraft YouTube channel, and the last episode of it seemed to have something like, I don't remember what it was. It was like these two people work on Minecraft, but then someone tries to ruin it, and people were able to draw like these, like it seemed like the two people working on Minecraft represented the people at Mojang, and then Microsoft is the person trying to ruin it, and the feature that ruins it is chat reporting. It seems like almost like a cry for help because the people at Mojang didn't want the chat reporting feature, but it was like all the people at Microsoft that made them do it, which I don't know if like it's just something I found interesting. I don't know if it's gonna like help anything, but
Yeah.
something I personally found interesting because Mojang seems to be getting hate for something that most of the people don't even want it to be like added to the game.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's unclear if it's actually a cry for help because it could also be a coincidence. Although it does seem like there's a bit too much that adds up for it to be a coincidence.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But at the same time, they could also just like be trying to pass the blame onto someone else. You know, like they've already been very like uncooperative with the community, so they could also just make that like trick the community into thinking that it's actually Microsoft, because we don't really know really because they don't want to talk about it at all, and they like when they released, I don't know if it was like the last release candidate or if it was the full version. One of the devs made a comment which basically just said, "We don't care about your feedback at all," which is quite an interesting comment. But of course, you shouldn't go out and like harass the Mojang staff because I mean it's unclear if they even want it, and even if they do want it, that isn't a reason to harass them. Instead, give them sincere feedback. Okay, that's what we need to do.
yes.
Agreed.
Anyways, moving on to Daniel's perspective on the chat reporting feature.
Yeah, it's horrible. I feel like they're trying to kill off the game. Microsoft, they're trying to kill off the game, and it just sucks because people are coming off Minecraft now.
Yeah,
That's just my perspective. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they're trying to kill off the game. I just think they don't understand the consequences of adding chat reporting feature.
Yeah.
I think they really just want money, and they don't understand that they will probably not get any money from doing this. Yeah.
Yeah.
And hi again, Daniel Educates. I guess you left for a moment and then came back or something. And I'm just gonna say this again. If you have anything to say after any section, like the viewers, then they just type it in chat, and we will try to answer your questions or feedback, which Mojang does not do.
And neither does Game Freak, to be honest.
Yeah, and
Dang.
yeah, and
Two birds, one stone.
and the next section is your section about Pokemon.
Yeah. Speaking of Game Freak, which is the creator of Pokemon, well, as you may have known, I recently went through all of the mainline Pokemon games, and once I played Sword and Shield and BDSP, not BDSM. That's a completely different thing. A BDSP stands for Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, which are actually two
What is
versions.
BDSM?
It's something and potentially NSFW.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
How
I'd
did you
rather not
not
want to know
know
then.
that? How did you not know that? But anyway, so during the announcement for Pokemon Sword and Shield, which were the games that first introduced us to the 8th generation of Pokemon, they said basically in the announcement that they will no longer ever include every single Pokemon in every single one of their games. Which my personal favorite Pokemon game, Ultra Sun, did wonderfully. Like the variety of Pokemon in that game is astounding, and basically while doing this, they lied to the fans and said that it was because they're working on better animations and better balancing, which turned out to be a complete lie. And instead, Sword and Shield looked like Mario 3D games from like a billion years ago. They look really bad and play really bad. And like in last year in June, I believe, Game Freak announced that they will release 3 new games in a very short time span. Those being BSP and Legends Arceus. And basically, what they did was they outsourced BDSP to a separate company while they would work on Legends Arceus. And because of this, both games ended up being rubbish. Like I played both of these, I hated them. And after playing BDSP, like BDSP is supposed to be a remake of the original Pokemon Diamond and Pearl titles, which I've also played and are really bad games. And these remakes are basically trying to be faithful to those original games, which is a very bad thing because then you're being faithful to a very bad game in the first place. And then while I was playing these games, I noticed a lot of things that were not faithful and were instead faithful to Sword and Shield, which also has some very bad game mechanics. Those being Force the XP share and affection. So basically, while your Pokemon is battling, in Ultra Sun, there was an option, or it was called Pokemon Refresh, where you could basically like sort of take care of your Pokemon, and it will give them boosts and stuff. It was optional, very neat, and very easy to use. BDSP doesn't have that, so instead what they do, they implemented this feature, buff it to the max, and make it mandatory. So this means like
Alright, I'm back.
when you're at the end of the game, it makes the game extremely easy. It's almost like you're cheating and you have to abuse your Pokemon in order to make it hard again.
Oh.
And also the game is horribly balanced, looks awful, and many other things, but I think I've been carrying on for too long.
Yeah, yeah. I don't play Pokemon games. I did watch a bit of Pokemon. Like
Oh
no,
yeah,
not the games,
the
but the
Swedish
series.
dub of the Pokemon anime. Like that was so hilarious.
No, but yeah, and I don't know that much about Pokemon. Just so you know. But anyways, moving on to Alex's section. Motivating shrubs with a Z. Now, what does
Motivating
this
shrubs.
mean? Why is there a Z? I think it has to do with the Z coordinate of the coordinate system. But the problem is that there isn't an X over Y or a fourth dimension W in the word, which is very interesting. But the thing is, W in German is pronounced V, which means that it's a V, which does exist in it. So we have two dimensions. Okay, sorry. I just tried to make sense out of nonsense. Okay.
Wow.
Moving on to music, where I have a section about how TikTok has ruined music a bit, and what I mean by that is that TikTok has kind of ruined what is like considered popular music, because now popular music isn't like good music anymore, like as if it ever like was, but but now it's more just like if something is trending on TikTok just because some big creators using it, then then that music is suddenly popular. Wow.
Yeah.
And also, I usually watch a bunch of videos on Reddit, which is a great platform. You can like just join the communities you want and just see stuff there. But anyways, a lot of the videos are from TikTok, and the problem there is that like they're great videos, but like someone has just put absolutely horrible like music over it, and yeah, it's just.
And it's always like the same few songs. So
Yeah, and
don't
they're really
edit
bad as well.
video.
Like, yeah, I don't have any examples right now, but yeah, you just go on Reddit, find TikTok videos, and listen to them, and you'll know what I mean.
Yeah, and that is exactly the same case for YouTube Shorts. I actually don't watch like TikTok, but I do YouTube Shorts.
Yeah. Yeah,
Same.
I have also watched a few YouTube Shorts, but I mostly watch YouTube Shorts from the creators I like, and those don't use bad music. So I mean, yeah.
Yeah, most of the time, I guess.
Anyways, you have a section about the MNO Rickroll, of course.
Wait, hold on.
Oh no, I don't want to get copyrighted. No. Okay, there we go. No copyright, please. So, well, that's fine. I turned the volume up. Okay, there we go. I turned the volume up again. So yeah, I turned the volume up. I turned the volume off for that part. But yeah, we just got rickrolled. But anyways, TCM made an MNO rickroll, which is really like
Hilarious.
yeah.
I love it.
And I don't get how you managed to like get all of the words in the song. Like, well, I guess it does help that that's
watching videos.
yeah, but like, so some of us did actually sing part of the songs. I guess that did help a bit.
Yes.
But anyways, it also says was going to attempt to make GarageBand music.
Wow.
I was going to. I don't know if it'll be. I don't know if it'll be finished soon, but I started like. I was gonna start like this beach, and maybe in like the however much time you'll see music. I don't know though.
Yeah, and Daniel also has a section on plans about making music and what genre.
Wow.
Yeah, I have no idea what type of music it's gonna be. I don't know what genre. Probably anything, but I don't know when it's gonna come. To be honest, just saying that got music coming soon.
Yeah, and I also tried making some music, like, so then there's a place that I go to sometimes, which does have a free to use music studio for kids, where you can make some music, which is good. But I didn't ever like finish the song in there. But I do have quite a lot of equipment at home now. I don't have any like good paid software, but I mean I do have like Waveform Free and FL Studio and stuff like that, which is good enough to actually make some music. And I also have I have a bass, an electric guitar, and a keyboard. So I mean, I do have instruments which I can use to make music. And I have tried, but I haven't finished any song recently. But also, like, speaking of picking a genre, when I make music, I basically just like find a melody or sometimes lyrics first that just like work, and then it will just like become whatever genre it is. Like, I do like a lot of rock, but usually when I just try to make a melody, it just works better as like EDM music or something. So I guess that's just what I'm gonna make. Anyways, moving on to Breb's section here. Bach, is that how you pronounce it? Bach is great.
Bach, yeah,
Bach.
that's how you do it. Bach is great.
Is that it?
No, just kidding. I actually listened to some of his Brandenburg concertos and like all of his preludes and fugues, and those are fantastic pieces of music. I cannot recommend them enough to listen to. Like, of course, they're from the Baroque era.
Yeah.
They're very old, but they were actually not written for the piano. They were written for I forgot what it's called in English. Probably
There's a lot of background noises there.
Yeah, and it's a wonder that those those pieces of music work so well on the modern piano. Like those are just and also like my favorite piece of music ever is Bach's Prelude and Fugue number 13. I think we played that like in the last version introduction.
Oh.
Yeah, I just love that. And also Pokemon music. I think Pokemon as a franchise has some of the best music you're ever gonna find. Yeah, especially some of the older Pokemon games like Sword and Shield and BDS have like really trash music. I didn't like those, but like even a game that I'm actually playing right now, it's called Pokemon Colosseum, and it's a spin-off game. Like it's not main series, but it has exceptional music. It was a very pleasant surprise actually. It was
All right.
fantastic.
And
Yeah, that's it.
yeah, and I also think like some really old games, like not only Pokemon games, but like
Even Mario games.
yeah, but
maybe.
I think especially the games for like Game Boy or even like NES and stuff like that have
yeah.
very interesting music because it's so restricted, because they basically only have like I don't know what it's like. I think they basically have like one or two square oscillators and one triangle oscillator, something like that. Just have like very little amount of oscillators.
Yeah, like only 4 channels that the Game Boy can produce
Yeah.
audio
And-
through. So
and I'm-
that's why it's so limited.
And I'm
Like,
pretty sure that they don't even have a sine wave. I think it's like the closest you will get is triangle. So
yeah, I think like especially Pokemon music in like the first and second generations. Even though it's like only like the same sound fonts, it's so amazing. Like
yeah.
it's impressive what they could do with the Game Boy and Game Boy Color, respectively.
Yeah.
Very
And
interesting.
also, you spoke about some classical music, and I actually went to a classical music concert
Wow.
this summer, which was completely unplanned because basically I went to Germany first to Binz and then Berlin, and then to Hamburg, and basically when we were in Berlin, we went to the Kaiser Wilhelm Gedächtniskirche, and basically they would like handing out some like papers where it said that there was going to be a concert there, and my dad and I just decided to go there, and it was the Berlin Orchestra along with some famous musicians.
Oh wow, who wasn't there actually?
Well, I didn't recognize any of them, so I don't remember the names, but I did read about them later, and they were fairly famous, like modern musicians, like not modern as in like modern genres, but like in modern times, they are pretty popular classical musicians, I think. Anyways, they mostly just play like the most famous songs. I'm just gonna check if I can find what songs they played. Hold on. All right, so I have the paper here. So yeah, they basically play like songs like, or not songs, musical compositions like the Four Seasons, Symphony No. 5, and a bunch of stuff that I can't pronounce, but also some that I don't recognize, like Salzburg Symphony and stuff like that, and also they played Ave Maria, or however you pronounce it, by Schubert Kane. No, just kidding. just
No, not Kane.
I know. I was just making a joke.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Imagine if Schumann Kane existed.
the Schumann plan. No, but yeah, that's that. And then I also went to another concert, which was with Queen, actually. Like
Queen music.
The actual Queen. It wasn't just some people playing Queen music. It was actually the band.
Oh.
Or well, at least people who were left in the band. It's Brian and Roger.
It's Hero Brian.
Come on.
Hero Brian.
But yeah, it was Brian May and Roger Taylor, so the guitarist and the drummer, and then they also had Adam Lambert as the singer, and then they also had some bassist who I don't know about, and some second drummer who I don't know about, or well, I guess I should call him a percussionist, because he played like a bunch of different percussion instruments, and in the beginning of the concert he got a very fun role of playing the triangle.
Wow.
But yeah, then he also got to drum and play a gong, I think, and stuff like that. But anyways, it was very good. And also the day after the concert, Brian May turned 75 years old.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So so in the middle of the concert, when he like walked up to play a song, the crowd started singing "Happy Birthday" instead. So yeah, it was a great concert. But of course, Queen concerts were better when they also had Freddie and John. But yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
And then also on the music section we have Motivating Shrubbies. Yeah, the Motivating Shrubbies are
Motivating
so
Shrubbies. Motivating Shrubbies.
Okay, sorry.
I should make this. Maybe my GarageBand song should be the instrumental for the Motivating
Oh,
Shrubbies
no.
song.
I didn't hire Schubert Kane to make a motivating shrubby symphony.
Anyways,
how that
moving
would
on
turn
to
out.
the next section, unless chat has something to say. No, it doesn't.
It's
say that.
food.
Yeah, moving on to
Fried
food.
chicken.
Fried chicken.
Odd. We have odd.
The stuff
Fried
that comes every day.
chicken.
Or don't.
Yeah,
if
we
you're in
have the
Africa.
FOD section, and I actually do eat a lot of fried chicken, so yeah.
I don't eat that much fried chicken, to be honest. Sorry,
Yeah,
guys.
neither do I. Actually, don't really eat a lot of meat. I don't know. I think I don't know if like genetic, but I just really hate the texture and the taste of meat. And even
Flashbacks to
even
the
in
barbecue at the end of season 1.
Bobby.
Yeah. The body meat was great, okay? That was the only meat I'm gonna eat any day. But oh yeah, also the barbecue in BCCMP. That was also good. But like even in Minecraft, most of the time I'm trying to stay away from meat as much as possible. And that's why this season, until the end of this season, I'm only gonna eat mushroom stew and bread.
Okay.
I'm not hungry right now, sadly, so I can't.
Why would you eat yourself your bread?
Cannibalism? Question mark.
Flashbacks to my YTP. This is the meat from me.
I guess it does make sense for me to eat myself then.
Please stop. Moving on to Daniel's section, which is grap tree salad. What do you have to say about the grap tree salad?
Tree salads. Grab tree salads. Oh my god. I love it so much. Salad. Yes. Oh my god. So much.
I can't
Yeah.
hear you.
All right, bud. Okay, there we go.
Anyways, moving on to Brev's section, which is favorite foods and dishes and interesting combos.
Right, so I'm gonna ask you guys a question.
Okay.
What is your favorite food?
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I don't have a favorite food. Fried chicken.
Okay, then, Aaron, what's your favorite food?
Well, I mean, I think pizza. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, if Lucy was here, he would probably either say toilet or pasta.
Or
One PS, he
Toilet
doesn't get his free pasta.
Or PowerShell something.
yeah,
He eats PowerShell.
he eats PowerShell. You're what you eat. Wait. Hold on. You're
No,
what
no,
you
no.
eat. So he eats PowerShell. So he is
You
PowerShell,
are.
and he hates
That's why
PowerShell.
Brep eats bread.
So he hates himself. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
also
why
that's
Brep
why I
eats
need
bread,
to
because
eat
you are
bread.
what you eat.
Yeah, and we are human, and you're what you. Wait.
What? Listen, what kind of species are you? You're kind of blue
I have my
with a
own.
weird flag on your chest.
It's a non-binary
go.
flag.
It's not a weird flag.
Bruh.
I mean, I guess it's sort of like unusual compared to like country flags and stuff, but yeah.
Yeah, but it's still
Yeah, I
a
guess.
flag.
I mean, at least I don't have a flag
I
on
can't
my
fit y'all
tummy.
in my screen. Wait, hold on. Now I can fit y'all in my screen. Okay, perfect. There we go. You just went to the corners, but okay, now I can fit y'all in the screen. I increased the FOV. But anyways, also you have interesting combos. What is that about?
Yeah, I mean, I think I saw someone mention. I can't remember if it was on YouTube or Reddit. Somebody mentioned this combination of tea with carrots and pizzas with bananas. Hmm?
Yeah, I think like here in Sweden, we have some very unusual pizza combinations. But I mean, of course, most people don't eat them. But I think we do have like pizza with bananas here, or something.
Wow.
I don't know. But
Also-
of course, most people just eat regular pizzas.
Also, one more controversial question: is pineapple
No!
on pizza okay?
What?
Yes, 100%.
Wait.
Would eat that any day.
What was the question? If it's okay to have pineapple on pizza?
Put this sign there. I think it's
Yeah.
Because
Shut
I,
up.
Oh my god! I agree with this person so much.
Okay, back to audio.
Just
I
turned
love
off. Okay,
it.
it's
I
fine.
want to be best friends with this person. I love this person. They love this.
I think it's for Daniel.
I love yourself so much.
There, that's for Daniel.
yeah.
And SCP.
But
Daniel,
I
do you need an ambulance?
I like pineapple on pizza, but I mean, I get why people don't like it, but also I don't get why it's such a like, you know, like. I don't get why people get so mad over it. Like, it's just a question of whether you like something or not. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Like,
I
you
I
don't
don't
matter
like
so much as
mushrooms
what
on
you-
pizza, but does that mean?
Oh
that-
my god, mushrooms on pizza are the best. I love them.
Okay, but,
Also olives.
I don't like mushrooms on pizza. Okay, but I shouldn't hate on everyone that does like mushrooms on pizza just because of that. It's such a weird thing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I love
Why would
mushrooms.
you judge someone so
Maybe a
hardcore over their
little too
freaking
much.
food?
And speaking of judging people over food, I don't like that many types of food. I don't think I don't know if it's just like just a thing that I haven't gotten over yet, or if it has something to do with autism, since I do have autism, because usually autism can lead to like other effects, like I think autism and like other mental disorders can like be connected sometimes, like I do know that I do have a very mild form of tics, which is common, and well, it is like something that's Tourette syndrome causes, but also I think autism can also cause very mild tics and stuff like that. It's complicated, but basically, since I don't like that many different types of food, I usually like when I get to like Subway or something, I just like buy a very simple sandwich with stuff I know that I like, because that's the best way for me to like assure that I actually eat something and not just like throw it away.
Yeah, exactly. I mean that's a good strategy.
Yeah, and for me, there's a lot of stuff that I don't like as well. I feel like I like a lot less things than people would usually like
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, but so sometimes like in school when I go to like eat at Subways, like when I have long breaks, I can go eat at Subway. So some of my classmates sometimes like go with me, and like every single time they keep like complaining that I eat the same thing every time, but that's just like that's just how I am, you know. I don't like that many different stuff, and that's another thing. Like, why would you judge someone? Such a stupid thing to do. Just eat your own
It's
food.
really stupid. just eat. It's so stupid. And there's people with eating disorders as
Yeah.
well, which I think you put down.
Yeah,
And it's,
yeah, and you know,
TikTok trends foods like that.
Yeah.
Those are usually pretty horrible.
yeah, and like, yeah, people could have an eating disorder that is either undiagnosed or that they don't want to talk about, and you should just like accept that some people do have eating disorders and just like don't judge them because of what they eat or don't eat. And then we also have Alex's portion, which is motivating shrubs. Do you guys like to eat motivating shrubs?
Those are fantastic.
yes.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes, I do.
I do get very motivated by them, which makes them quite addicting. But but they don't taste that good. Well, I guess it's kind of the same thing with toffee. It doesn't taste very good, but I guess it's addicting, which makes it taste good after a while. I guess. Yeah. Moving on from the joke subject, and moving on to
More serious.
serious subject, because we have the serious category now. So yeah, here we basically talk about more serious stuff, just so you know. So if you don't like to listen about serious stuff, then you know, just click away or something. But it is quite interesting still.
Then just get the frick out of our property.
What?
Just believe me, don't watch. No.
You just get the frick out of our property.
No, but like it's sort of like CS188's videos. He has a bit which is from Uptown Funk, but it's like mixed up. So it's just like, just believe me, don't watch. To keep people from watching.
Uptown frick you up. Uptown frick you up.
Yeah. Anyways, when I first started adding the categories here and stuff, the war between Russia and Ukraine had just started. Or actually, I think it started after I added the categories. But anyways, that's why I added it, and a lot of very early stuff from it. So at the time, I didn't know if it would lead to a larger war or not. And I still don't know if it will lead to a larger war or not. But I'm now more certain that it will just stay between those two countries, because Ukraine is actually doing quite well in the war. I mean, of course, it's still a horrible war, but I mean, they are actually handling Russia's attack very well.
Surprisingly well. I mean,
Yeah.
Obviously that's because the Russian army was fairly under-equipped, under-supplied.
Yeah.
And it's also because of the logistics, because Russia's army, from what I've heard, gets food on a regular schedule, well, food and supplies, and they can just like request stuff. They'll come to them via regular schedule or something, and that's probably why they're not doing so great, because they don't get exactly what they need.
Okay. Yeah. And also at the start of the war, there was a radio program where they basically asked people to call in and like ask questions or say their opinions and stuff, which I think is great, because you know that radio channel is a public service thing, or whatever it's called. Like it's funded by the government for everyone to listen to, which means that it should show everyone's opinions. So I think it's great that they allow people to call in, but at the same time, of course, people who called in often had pretty strong opinions. Which means that people just started saying ridiculous things, like someone called in and just like started rambling about Biden having something to do with it. And remember, this is in Sweden. People talking about Biden. What?
By the war in Ukraine.
Joe Biden is in Sweden, and he cloned himself in
Yes, Joe
Sweden.
Biden is actually
and-
Swedish.
But
Silence intensifies.
yeah. But
No more silence intensifies.
anyways, yeah, people kept just rambling on about stuff that didn't make any sense, and it was just
Like
like
blue sheep.
yeah, but like what are they called? Like the people hosting the radio show or whatever just tried to like calm them down, but they just kept rambling and stuff. It was just weird. But also there were some people who called in and just like didn't take it seriously at all, and yeah, other people just like don't think it's a real thing. But you know, when they said that, like that was like the time when Russia was like threatening even Sweden as well, and people here still didn't take it seriously. And if you're wondering why they threatened us, it was because Sweden and Finland wanted to join NATO, and Russia really did not want us to join NATO. So that was why. Anyways, I also wanted to okay. Anyways, I also wanted to like have a last COVID update here.
Yeah.
Which is that basically when I wrote this not script but list, the Swedish Corona Commission, Coronakommissionen,
Wow.
Finally admitted that Sweden has actually handled the situation quite poorly. Which I think
This time.
I think it was a bit too late to say that, like after Sweden had declared it as like a non-society threatening disease anymore. Like what?
Oh, it's just a flu. No, obviously.
But also when I went to Germany, like here in Sweden, Corona, like of course it is a thing, you know, it is a disease that is still being spread around, but it isn't like a thing in the same way anymore, because since it's declared like not threatening to society, it's just like it's basically just treated as a regular cold, really. Yeah, that's pretty stupid if you ask me, but it also meant that like we have no restrictions. So then I went to Germany, where they required you to wear a mask whenever you went on public transport. Don't say food mask, please.
Okay, I'm not gonna.
But
Food mask.
but also here in Sweden we actually never had any law requiring masks, and I talked about it quite a lot during like the middle of the pandemic, that like it was even like difficult to wear masks just because of the harassment and false information you got. So I mean, it was just really bad way to handle the situation. But in Germany, yeah, they did have restrictions that meant that you had to wear a mask. So yeah, that was quite interesting, and it also meant that I wasn't prepared at all.
Yeah.
And also my last part on the serious category is about climate change, because I think it was like after I saw a video or something that I like. I mean, of course, I figured some of this stuff out earlier, and of course I heard about it earlier and stuff. Basically, I summarized it here. What? what do you write? anyways, yeah, I get that, but I don't get what pumpkin you're talking about.
This one that was on
Oh.
my head.
Oh,
Nice.
I was just reading my list.
Oh,
Anyways, basically what I was saying about climate change is that individuals can't do that much, you know. Like, of course, you can try to minimize your carbon dioxide emissions and, try to just do everything, but you know, there are a bunch of people, and especially corporations, which do not care at all, which means that individuals can't do that much except for spreading information. That is the most important thing an individual can do. Spread information about climate change, and not misinformation, of course. Because basically we need to convince the governments and corporations and basically the people who rule countries and even international things. We need to convince them to actually take action. And
yeah, but it's like trying to convince Microsoft that adding chat report to Minecraft is a bad idea.
true, except that this isn't just about the game, it's about like the entire world, you know.
Yeah.
So we have to keep fighting, you know. But also, here in Sweden we have a few parties which do want to actually do something about the climate. I don't know exactly what each party wants, but I think like every one of the political parties do want to fix the climate. But especially this one just called the like environment party or something like that, Miljöpartiet. But basically they focus a lot on the environment, but the thing is, like with political parties, it isn't just like what they want that's important, it's what they do. And they basically do absolutely nothing to actually fix the environment crisis. And what they do instead, along with some other parties, is I don't know if it's a political thing or if it's like the corporations and stuff deciding themselves, but basically the nuclear power plants in Sweden are shutting down. I mean, I don't know if the rest are gonna shut down, but they have already shut down multiple, which is the exactly wrong thing to do, because, you know, of course, nuclear power isn't completely sustainable, and it can be quite risky. But with modern reactors, it's quite safe, and really, we just need to use nuclear power until we have some other power sources, because, you know, of course, it's better to have like wind and water power and stuff like that.
Obviously.
But the thing is that those take a lot of time to build, and in the meantime, we need another power source, which is nuclear power. Since we already have a lot of reactors, and that's why I don't get like why we would shut down all the nuclear power plants, because that just leads to an energy crisis. And indeed it did lead to an energy crisis, because the electricity prices skyrocketed, and that was like at basically the same time as the fuel prices skyrocketed. I think like diesel went up to like over 27 Swedish crowns per liter, which is about $10 per gallon, which is quite expensive. Or in euros per liter, if you want that instead, it's about 2.7 euros per liter. So yeah, it's quite expensive, and yeah, all the energy sources just like the prices of the energy sources just skyrocketed, and yeah, that's a real problem, which can be at least on the electricity side, it can be fixed by starting up nuclear power plants again. Anyways, enough rambling about the climate and stuff, and moving on to Breb's section here, which is about the crypto boom.
Yeah, this was also a topic that I included like in like February or whatever, when the Ukraine war started. So now it's basically dead.
Yeah.
And the scalpocalypse, I forgot to how to pronounce that. It's also on the decline because basically when basically in 2020 when a bunch of PC parts, PC components launched, people basically started to scalp them, which basically means to buy like every single one that they could find and sell them on eBay or whatever for an inflated price because because the official stores didn't have that product anymore, and this led to inflation in the prices, and combined with the semiconductor shortage and TSMC not being able to keep up, obviously led to a huge rise of prices in especially when talking about PC components, and especially GPUs like graphics cards. Like those were crazy expensive.
Yeah,
Now
and wait, so like a problem with that is that at basically the exact same time, I wanted to upgrade my GPU.
oh yeah,
Great timing. But of course, you know, if you want to upgrade your GPU and that sort of thing happens again, basically, maybe don't buy the latest series of GPUs, and maybe buy them like second hand, even though they can be worse quality than. Just make sure that they weren't like used for mining or something, and
yeah, exactly.
yeah, you can buy them second hand, and that's much cheaper. Like yeah, they can cost like only like at most a few $100 if you buy them second hand. So like if they're good, of course. I mean, if they're like not as good, then they will cost like only tens of dollars second hand. Anyways, you can continue on now.
What else do we have here? Oh yeah, and this price inflation has finally been on the decline. So prices and now GPUs and stuff are becoming more affordable, which is good because, well, both of us want to upgrade stuff in our PCs, and now we can well, if we wait a little bit more, we will be able to do that, which is fantastic. I saw like GTX 1050, I think it was, for like 200 lei, Romanian lei at one point, which is like $50, I think. And that's what lowest price was. Then of course that ad just like went down a few days after. But yeah, I mean it's good news to hear that prices are on the decline, and even for like other pieces like DDR5. Like DDR5 RAM was crazy expensive when it launched. It basically became even more expensive, but yeah, that's good news.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that's basically all I have to say.
Yeah, and then also Alex's portion on the like serious category. motivating Shabbat. No, just kidding. I'm not gonna go into that again. And before the end of episode 4, I'm just gonna let the chat just
Ask any questions.
say like really anything, like ask questions, say your opinions, and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
sure.
If you have anything to say, of course. So
Alright.
and I'll just wait a few minutes and see if we get any messages in chat. And if we don't,
Yeah.
then we'll just end the stream.
Actually, no, because I also have to do.
Oh right,
the,
yeah, that
spoiler
stuff.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, but after
almost
we get
forgot
like
about that.
questions stuff.
Because I also have to do.
Oh, right, yeah, that
spoiler
stuff.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, but after
almost
we get
forgot about
like
that.
questions.
Daniel, you might want to mute.
That's that's me.
Only one person watching, and
I'm watching.
Okay, there.
No, that's me.
Yeah,
I'm
so,
watching it.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, okay. I guess no one else is watching then.
Okay, so it's safe to spill the beans, I guess, or tea, or
Yeah.
whatever it was.
Yeah.
Oh
Wait.
yeah, and also MNO stories.
Yeah, but
we won't
wait.
skip
Yeah,
that.
I'm just gonna say something first.
Oh yeah.
So, if anyone who's watching this after the stream has something to say, then leave it in the comments, and we might
And
feature it
we
in the
may
next episode.
answer. Yeah, or feature it next episode, whatever. All right, so, are we ready for some spoilers?
Yes.
I'm not gonna spoil the entire.
Yes, I'm
thing.
ready to be spoiled.
I'm not gonna spoil the entire thing. I'm just like gonna spoil some of the parts. So what what is going on? Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
No, I protest against
what
this.
is going on?
It's just me
What?
and my buddy up here.
Protest against this.
It's just me and my
Wait,
buddy.
wait.
Can't we just me and my buddies now, because now Daniel's also up here.
Actually,
Can't we just stand
should
up
we
here?
head outside of this pyramid for
Wait,
once?
why can't I go here? What is the problem? Oh, there we go. Okay.
Minecraft.
Oh my god.
Stop it. I protest
These
against
are just
this.
some trapdoors.
I protest against it.
What is this? Come on, guys. Let's get serious for once.
Okay,
Okay, should we head outside, actually?
sure.
Okay. Hopefully we don't get ambushed
no.
by 1,000 mobs.
Oh my
It's
god,
late
no.
time. But
Also-
at least it's very bright here, so I don't think there will be that many mobs over here.
Yeah.
I'm
the
hungry.
lake
My
is
soup is
frozen over for
Yeah.
whatever reason. I mean, this basically just turned into a snowy plains biome for whatever reason. I don't know why.
Water, earth, fire, air.
I actually did that in classic. This wait, no. I actually changed it when I redid the map because it was like purple wool and stuff, and I didn't like it. And now it has our channel colors, so that's cool. I'm obviously yellow, but anyway, so for the
Oh.
spoilers,
Right,
Yeah.
I have a blue light filter, so this looks like
Red.
a bit
did you
more
die?
white
Yeah.
than yellow. Since
how did that happen?
since my my eyes
I did
kind
that
of,
on purpose.
adjusted a bit to the blue light filter, so this looks white to me. But of course, it is yellow. I can see that now. But, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So
Wait.
for
Water, earth, fire, chlorine. Perfect.
chlorine.
Chlorine.
Okay, whatever.
Or
These things just like pointing down
nitrogen.
my-
Fluorine or something. neon and chlorine.
Snow
There we
fight.
go.
Snowball fight.
Anyways, I'm getting off topic. So
Yeah, okay.
Obviously. So for the spoilers and story and stuff and plans for MNO, DCM is just like he's happy to live. Okay, so basically, we actually planned out a role play episode and well, not episode, role play section and ending for this season. So this season, it was originally supposed to be a short season, but it got pretty long, and yeah, we were supposed to do role play in this season, which we will eventually do. Maybe even next episode for me. Okay, yeah, Daniel and TCM left. So.
Yeah.
Bye. So basically what we are gonna do, right? So we're gonna have 2 teams, and at the end of the season, there's gonna be an explosion, or well, explosion and griefing, which is gonna be even worse than what Blue Sheep did, basically. So, we're gonna have
But
a
of
war.
course planned and
Zombie.
And executed. Yeah, not like just like
Crapper.
genuine drama like the
Crapper.
Senior War
Right.
was. Yeah, and it's a then there's a creeper on my metronome. Anyways, so we're gonna have a war at the end of the season, and up to the finale, which is gonna be the war. We're gonna have basically 2 teams. We're gonna have the Blues. I don't have the list with the actual teams on me right now, but it's basically a short and simple way to memorize it. Daniel, watch out because there's a creeper right there.
Oh, God.
I know you for sure love creepers. Anyways.
Soup.
Yeah.
Crapper. Soup. Creepers ain't nothing but crapper. Soup.
Soup. Crapper.
Yes.
Soup.
Probably should, but
I don't like creepers. Nothing personal.
Oh,
yeah,
that's cool.
and so we're gonna have the Blues, which are basically gonna be the MNO members, with maybe 1 or 2 exceptions. The MNO members that stuck around in regular MNO during season 2. How did you die again, TCM? What are you doing? And the fungi are, of course, with a few exceptions, gonna be mostly GMNO members that rejoin in season 3, and of course Brad Cartman and Tyrific and
Oh,
Sugar
yeah,
Cane.
agree to it.
So
yeah, but
the
we're
fungi.
gonna have to like get them into the series somehow. Because
Oh,
they,
yeah,
they can't just suddenly join, unless someone like betrays us and gives them the IP. We could also just say that.
Wait, what?
Like, just like pure roleplay now. Like if the people who want to be, well, the quote unquote people who we want to be in the roleplay, like, aren't here already, then we could just say that someone leaks the IP and they.
Oh no! That wasn't actually considered. So the fungi are just gonna have former GMNO members that are also right now in the official MNO server.
Okay, so only people who are here.
Yeah, like Flobig isn't gonna be part of this.
Okay.
Unless
But
he rejoins.
because
Asha is not gonna be part of this. Windows and Doors most likely won't be a part of this because.
Okay, but
He's
because
gonna know
I think it would be fun to like have someone quote unquote leak the IP, like not actually like tell the IP to the people who aren't here, but like pretend to be someone who got the IP or something. No.
But like, who should it be then? Should it be like one of those meme not real
Schubert
player
Kane.
No, Sugarcane is already on MNO.
Oh wait, he's already on the server.
Yeah, he is already on the official server,
Oh,
and he
wow.
is already part of the story. You just didn't watch his videos because I told you not to. And that's why. And obviously he has that castle. It's called Schubert's Castle for a reason. Well, it isn't gonna be called that for much longer because the fungi base is the team fungi base is gonna be there. We're gonna move there, obviously. But oh my god, people are dying left and right. And in these weeks up until the war, basically Team Fungi or the fungi are gonna do some questionable experiments around their base and maybe even somewhere else. Which is gonna make the Blues declare war on them.
Okay.
For quote unquote destroying the server. Somebody's up in my metronome. Hello, who it is?
Oh, he's probably gonna jump off and die.
No,
I said it. I called that.
Bad.
I called that.
Oh no! God. He did the MLG or kamikaze or whatever. Are we just all gonna like go up my metronome and just like commit die?
Go commit die. Go commit die.
Oh the what? No.
Ow!
What even is this anymore? My metronome mechanism doesn't even work anymore. This is so sad. Let me turn it back on.
Oh my god, creeper. Oh god, that gave me a jump scare there.
Ultimate karma.
Wait, hold on.
I hate you.
I'm gonna make the metronome work. Hold
What?
on.
No, you're gonna win it. No.
Hold on. I'm gonna make the metronome work.
What am I doing with
Cab.
I'm
Please don't light it on fire or something. That would not be
just being
cool.
obnoxious. I'm being really
What is
obnoxious.
The metronome is working.
Yeah, I know, but I already made it work.
Okay,
I already
so
turned on the mechanism.
I just started some
I'm gonna
metronome sounds.
leave.
What? Who left? Oh, TCM left. Okay. Okay. Like, just like turn on sounds, and you'll most likely be able to hear it.
Oh.
Oh, and I died. Actually, not. Yeah, I'm not. I'm gonna. TCM.
Console! It's console. Hello, console.
Hi, server rover.
Alright, so I think that's basically gonna be it for the spoilers part. Should we like regroup and do the MNO stories category? What are you even doing anymore?
What are you doing with your life anymore? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, like should we do MNO stories this time or like?
Yeah, that's exactly what I asked.
Because it seems like everyone has just like lost interest in finishing this podcast. So
Yeah,
I guess we could just do that like next time instead, which will hopefully be pretty soon.
Or I mean, do you two have any like particular stories to tell, or like
I don't have
not stories,
any like particular stories.
like funny moments or something?
No, I don't exactly just like remember moments like that on the server. You know.
actually remember that time, like, right after I rejoined in season 1, but when you were like throwing diamond armor out the door of your base. That
Oh
was
yeah, that
really
time,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah,
Because
I
I
couldn't
duplicated
stop
everything.
laughing. Yeah, and and also the barbecue that we two did, like after you became mayor of Spawn Star.
Mm.
Spawn Star, not Snow Star, because the Snow Star election was very shady, and weird.
I just heard a loud ooh.
Yeah.
Every time it sounds down.
What else? Yeah, I think that's basically gonna be it for the MNO stories category. I mean,
I added one.
we basically
Two.
didn't like plan anything for this except for maybe me, but I already mentioned those stories. So. I mean, there is also like episode 5 of season 3 that I recently posted. Like the introduction this week was like so fun, like with all the memes and such.
Another chaotic episode.
Yeah, I mean, for me, chaotic episodes aren't really the norm. Like I mostly just like focus on progress and such, or drama some of the time. Like episode 6 is actually gonna be is actually gonna be a lot of progress. Actually, both progress and role play. Okay. And now everybody's just basically doing kamikaze. Let me just commit to die right here. Allah Akbar! Yes, I did it. I survived.
Good to keep that clip in the live stream.
Yeah, I mean, okay, I think we could basically end the stream now.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways,
So,
as I said
thank you
before,
for
if you,
watching.
the viewers, have anything to say and didn't get the chance to say it in the stream, make sure to leave a comment and we'll try to feature it in the next video or just reply to the comment. If you like the stream, hit the like button. And if you like my other content, go subscribe to my channel. And if you like this type of content, then the other members of MNO also make the same type of content. So yeah,
So go subscribe
go
to them.
subscribe
I'm
to
almost at 50 subs, please.
go subscribe to
I'm just
Greb,
kidding.
TCM, Daniel, and all the other members as well.
Yeah.
And I'll see you guys in the next live stream or video. Bye bye.
Or whatever.